Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Thursday, the 11th of November 2021. Today, Millwall news, we got one football story and a couple of not football stories. So we're going to start off with the football story, and this is from news@den.co.uk. And it's Millwall boss Gary Rowett speaking about Benik Afobe. Millwall boss on whether Lions would be interested in permanent deal for on loan Stoke City man. Millwall manager Gary Rowett would be interested in a permanent deal for forward Benik Afobe, but acknowledges that could be out of the Lions' control. Afobe, 28, is on a season-long loan deal from Championship rival Stoke City and has scored 3 Championship goals this season. Former Wolves and Bournemouth attacker Afobe, who had previous loan spell with the Lions in 2013, is a popular member of the dressing room. Afobe's contract expires at the end of the season, and he is unlikely to be offered a new one by the Potters. Millwall has signed players on loan in recent seasons with a view to permanent deals. Of the current squad, Bart Biakowski, Alex Pearce, Scott Malone, George Saville, Jed Wallace, Jake Cooper and Mason Bennett all joined initially on loan. Shea Ojo falls into the same category as he will likely exit Liverpool next summer. Rowett knows if loan signings such as Afobe have successful seasons, then they will attract interest from elsewhere. With our loan players, we've signed them for different reasons, Rowett said. Some are younger players, and we're trying to give them another year's development and to improve our team at the same time. Some players we look at longer term as well. I think anyone that's done well for us, we would always look at the potential of signing them. Whether that's possible depends, because if someone comes and does fantastically well, or someone like Benik, if he comes and scores 15 or 20 goals, then it will be very difficult to keep them. We're always open to a deal and have that in mind. Millwall are close to the end of their first week of the latest 2-week break during the international schedule. They travel to Middlesbrough on Saturday week. The hard work continues at Calmont Road, with Rowett admitting improving the attacking output of his side is one of the priorities. He said, "We've looked at different formations. We started the last 2 home games with a back 4 to try and push an extra body further forward. Ironically, in both of those games, we actually looked much better when we went to a 5. It's more about improving how we do things all the time. We want to maintain the defensive strength of the team, because that's always going to be a big part of how we play. But also to work on pressing a little bit higher, to work on creating a few more opportunities and taking them. That's always going to be a factor for us, improving the attacking side of the game, where we know we need to score more goals from set pieces and in open play. So we're always trying to work on that, and that won't change in the international break." So there you go. Benik Afobe, what do you think? I'm not too sure. No, he's done okay, but signing him on a permanent deal, I don't think. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Is he an improvement on what he had before? Is he an improvement on Zahor? Is he an improvement on Parrott? Is an improvement on Bodvarsson and arguably on Bradshaw? But that's, I don't know. I really don't. If he's the best we can get, then I imagine we'll have to sign him. But I hope that they're still trying to sign someone better, maybe from abroad. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Hopefully they're still looking for someone probably faster, quicker, or taller and stronger. But if at the end of the season, well, we can start offering a contract to Benik from January. If he's out of contract in the summer, you can start talking to other clubs from January. So we'll see what happens. I imagine. I don't know. There's a long time from now until the end of the season, so we will see. So now we're going to move on to the non-football stories, but still Millwall related. So here we have this. Now this popped up on Twitter, and I was like, what's this about? This tweet here, the one there, from this guy, Sam Singleton, just some random accountant dude, and he says he's atting someone, Kieran Maguire, I think is a journalist. I'm not too sure why. I could probably pull that up. He's a podcaster who specializes in football finances. So he says, I wonder if you are aware of Energy Check, Kieran, an energy intermediary that's gone out of business with a fair few football clubs on its books. Rangers, QPR, Huddersfield, Millwall, Blackburn all owed money. I'll email you the details, but I can't see your email. So there we go. So Millwall owed money from a sponsor that's gone out of business. Now, if you don't know who Energy Check are, they are. Well, here's what happened. So they are. What's this? Millwall announced sponsorship deal with the Energy Check. Lines confirm new back of shirt sponsor and official energy partner. So you can see they're there. They were on the back of the top of the shirts there. And this is from, when is this from? This is the date, 10th of June 2019. So it's, does it say, scroll down here, sorry about that. So here, so Millwall Football Club is pleased to announce that the Energy Check has become its new back of shirt sponsor. The agreement will see the independent energy consultancy's logo feature on the reverse of Millwall's home, away and third kits for the next 3 seasons. Ahead of the 1920 season. So 3 seasons, 1920, 2021, and 21-22. That's the season we're in now. But hang on a minute. This season we had a new back of shirt sponsor, Mansion Bet, and this was announced 15th of July 2021. Okay, so what happened to Energy Check? Millwall announced Mansion Bet as back of shirt sponsor. Blah 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 blah. So there you go. But here's the thing. So when this was announced, oh, okay, cool. I don't think anyone remembered, because it was literally 2 years ago that Energy Check deal came out, and it was a 3-year deal. Probably no one remembered. No one cared to mention it. It was like, and we've seen this before with the Euro Ferries debacle about the sponsorships that the club signs, and when they don't work out, it's a bit embarrassing, and you don't want to publicize that. So what the hell happened to Energy Check? So here we go. So this is Energy Checking Company Limited. November 9th. So a couple of days ago, they appointed an administrator. But hang on. The Mansion Bet deal was in July. So they bailed out in July. They had bailed out before July. Well, here's what happened. See, so 14th of June. David Winton, whoever he is, stopped owning the company, and this group here, Revel's Group Limited, took over the company. So did they just said fuck it, we're not honouring that contract? Maybe there was a get out clause. Maybe it was a 3-year deal, but it was like each year you renew it. But this guy here, I don't know who he is. I don't know who this guy is, or he's just a chartered accountant for Portsmouth Guildhall. So I don't know how he would know. Now we do have links with Portsmouth. We have players who have links with Portsmouth. So maybe he's knows some of them, and he's been speaking to them, and they've told him. But it says Millwall owed money. So did they not pay in advance? Did they not pay through as the deal was going on? The shirt, their name was on the shirt. So how did they pay? Did they pay every quarter? Did they pay quarterly? Like you pay your energy bills because they're an energy company. But apparently that guy says they owe us money, or they owe Millwall money. So what's happening? I doubt we'll ever know, but at least Millwall got a shirt sponsorship straight away from Mansion Bet, which in itself has caused a bit of problems with, I told you in the previous video about some anti-gambling activist group stirring up shit because on the Junior Lions website, because the frame has Mansion Bet in it, the league is called Sky Bet Football League. So what are we fucking doing here? Like, it's, but anyway, so just a little weird story there. So this group took over in June. So does that mean it was already in trouble? Because what's happened now, this something about the gas prices going up because of Ukraine or some fucking shit. All these climate people, what the fuck's going on? But gas prices were going up, and a lot of energy companies have gone bust. But here's the thing: this is like an energy consultancy company, so surely if the prices are going up, I imagine, so they're an energy consultancy, basically saying, "Oh, use this company, use that company." I assume trying to find you a better deal. So I imagine if there is no better deal out there, they're fucked. If there's less companies out there, they're fucked. They're going to tell you, oh, they're like, oh, get Sky, get Virgin. It's like, well, fuck, I could have done that myself, mate. That's not fucking that hard. You're not going to pay them to figure out a choice between Sky or Virgin for your TV. It's like, so if there's only like fucking British Gas or whoever the other one is, what would the other one be? I don't know. Some other company. If there's like 3 or 4 instead of 10 or 12, it's like, well, you can fucking do that yourself. Go on one website, go on the other, figure it out. You don't need to pay them to do it. So maybe, yeah. So administrative appointment was 9th of July, but they seemingly knocked us back in the summer, which would line up with this when the one guy sold it to the other, to the group. So, but apparently this random accountant in Portsmouth on Twitter says they owe us money, which is, well, is it a lot of money? Surely it's not for the whole whack. Should it? Is it just like technically they owe us money because there's like they had to pay to get out of the deal, and then they said yeah we'll pay you, and then they've gone out of money. Interesting little story there about Millwall and sponsors going out of business, which is how. Now here's the thing: like a lot of people knock the club. They can't get top tier sponsors. Husky is probably one of the best sponsors we've had for a long time. But even them, what do they actually do? So they make like chocolate drink, which you can't buy in this country, you buy in other countries. But they seem to be following the Red Bull model. Now, if you don't know about Red Bull is basically a marketing campaign. They took the drink that was already available in Thailand, took the recipe, or bought the recipe, or whatever, and then figured out how are we going to sell this to the rest of the world. And they said, well, it's an energy drink. So now, okay, how do we sell that? And there's a really good video on YouTube somewhere. I've seen it. They basically just market the fuck out by doing extreme sports, things that you need energy for, professional sports, stuff like that. They started buying up football clubs. They bought up Leipzig, got them from like the German fifth division into the Bundesliga, and it's just a massive marketing campaign. Which I think the Husky they seem to be following that. that model. It's basically just they make a basic chocolate drink, which is nice. I've had it. I bought some from the club shop. It's nice, but they seem to be following that, where they're sponsoring rally cars, Formula 1 cars. I think, I'm not sure, Formula 1, Formula 3. They're sponsoring Millwall, sponsoring other football clubs in Hammarby in Sweden. So they seem to be following that model. So let's hope it works out for them, because we're involved in it as well. So, but Husky, you know, like, they're not a traditional company per se, and we can't get these kind of traditional companies to invest in us. So it forces us to go Czech and Euro ferries, which are a bit suspect, and it leaves us vulnerable to having money owed if the deals are not ironclad and cast iron in terms of the money we're getting and when we're getting it, and the penalties if we don't get it. So, but to be honest, yeah, a lot of fans would, when we have local companies sponsoring, like we had was it DFS? We had a local company. I think when we were in League One, we had a local company sponsoring the shirt, the main sponsor, and I was happy with that. I was like, oh yeah, this company, small company owned by Millwall fans, and they sponsored a shirt. Fantastic. That's amazing. If you could, you're a Millwall fan, you also start up your own little company, it grows a bit, and then you get to a level where you can have enough money to sponsor the shirt of the football club that you support. I think that's pretty freaking amazing. But we live in this corporatized world where some fans have been brainwashed and they want corporate logos on it. They want us to have Nike shirts. Fucking, I've never worn a Nike product in my fucking life. I think they're complete fucking shit. But people, why? Oh, we signed with Macron. Why Macron? Why can't we have Adidas and Nike? Oh, like all my Arsenal friends that I've bants with. Fuck off, man. Who gives a fucking shit? So there you go. I don't know what's happening. I doubt we'll ever know. But a 3-year deal ended after 2 years, and the company has gone out of business. But we got a new sponsor pretty quickly, so all's well that ends well. Now we got one more story, non-football story, kind of Millwall related. Stone's throw from Millwall. So here, this is from a blog called From the Murky Depths. It's basically some bloke who lives in Greenwich Station, Surrey Canal Road Station, which they should name Millwall Football Club Station, but they won't, because they're fucking wankers. But you can see here, so the little boxes if you look on the left hand side, little glass boxes, that's the lifts. They got 2 lifts, and then they got the main platform building, and there you go. So Transport for London submits plans for new station at Surrey Canal and New Bermondsey. An application from Transport for London to construct a new railway station to serve the London Underground, or London Overground. And that's the line that basically goes from, where does it go? Oh, that one goes from Clapham Junction. It goes through Clapham Junction, Denmark Hill. There's another couple of stations. Was it Wandsworth Road? Some shit like that. It's Wandsworth Road, Clapham North, Clapham High Street, Denmark Hill, Peckham Rye, Queens Road, Peckham, Surrey Quays. And then it goes to Canada Water, Rotherhithe, Wapping, Shadwell, all that shit. Up to, through Whitechapel, up to Shoreditch, High Street, Bishopsgate, and then up to Highbury and Islington, sometimes Dalston Junction. Depends if they can be bothered. So there you go. So they put the plans in, moving forward. They got the funding from the New Bermondsey people. The renewal product, they're building these thousands of houses around there, 3,500 apparently. Here, these ones. So as part of that section 106, basically it's a bribe, it's an official bribe. Anyone wants to build anything, big project, Section 106 money. You need to give money to improve the local area. Bribe. So that's what they're doing, and they're paying for the new station, which basically happened at London Bridge, the Shard, the massive development at Shard. They basically paid for some of the money to upgrade London Bridge Station. The railway station application gives an estimated opening date of 2025, so 4 years to do that. Phase 1 of the housing build slowly do it, but it's going to be years and years of building work. There you go. That's where it is there. If you don't know, yeah. So they put the plans in. There's the houses on stilts. There, forgot what they said, like a concert or a library underneath. Millwall Football Club is on the left there, between those two grey towers. That is it with the cladding. We're gonna have cladding to cover it up because they don't want the people to see. So there you go. There you go. So the plan's been put in. Here it is. Here is all the stuff if you want to check it out. It's on Lewisham land, not Southwark. So if you want to look for yourself, go on to Lewisham planning applications and search for Surrey Canal Road. It'll come up. The postcode there is SE14 5RW. And here it is. Here's the letter. I'm not going to read it because it's all just jargonese shit, you know. Basically saying what they're going to build roughly, but what I will show you is the plan. So there it is. It's on the south side. So that's Surrey Canal Road, and then there's Rollins Street there on bottom left. I'm sure many of you will know Rollins Street. And so there's a way through there. They built this Ridge House Meadows pathway cycling bullshit. So there's a way to walk through under there, and you can go through there. On this thing, the works is a car garage fixer upper thing, whatever. So it's still on this plan. Now on this plan, this is a more detailed plan. They have a station square, and then they have just random circles where the car garages are before you get to Rollins Street. So that's interesting. Does that they're trying to get rid of the auto works, or will the auto works still be there? I imagine that will be a very profitable place to build some flats when you have a train station right next by it. Even though that train station, that train service, if you try and get on it in rush hour, is fucking crammed to the gills. It is insanely, crazily busy at rush hour. But there you go. So there's the station, Surrey Canal Road, Station Square, Rollins Street, lifts at the front, stairs at the back, all sorts of shit. So apparently 4 years they reckon it'll be open, 2025. So we're at the end of 2021 now, so 2022. You will imagine they should wait till summer 2022. Or do they have to wait? Until Renewal have built the first group of houses, sold them, got enough cash money to pay TFL to start doing the works? I don't know. We will see. But so I imagine they have to wait until Renewal pay them. the Section 106 money, wherever that goes, it probably has to go to Lewisham first, and then Lewisham have to pay TFL, and then, so it has to go through a number of hands before there's someone actually just turns up and starts doing the fucking work and gets going on it. So there you go. That's it for today's Millwall news. Thank you for watching and goodbye.